I give you the Cubs versus the field. Who do you take?
Cubs.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I just think
Wow.
they're so special and so good, and they're in the right place at the right time. They have a manager who that transcends how you communicate with today's athlete and player. There's just so much on their side. Now, are there other great teams, Boston, Cleveland, others? Yeah, certainly. But if I was a betting man, I would say that if I had to bet one team was going to get back to the World Series, it'd be the Cubs. And that's not an easy feat in today's postseason.
What about the Mets team that you're going to see on Friday? I'm hearing Syndergaard has put on muscle and that Harvey's dropped weight and the kids are all those arms are ready to roll. I'm hearing that out of the Mets, Ron. What do you think?
The kids are all right, right?
They are. Well, they're not kids anymore.
I think that if their pitching is what it's supposed to be, I think they're going to be a special team. I think right now, the re-signing with Cespedes, they're a really good team. If their pitching comes through the way they think they can and the way they should because of their talent, they're going to be a special team. And if somehow they get the offensive production from Michael Conforto and Travis d'Arnaud, they could be one of the best teams in baseball. So that's the kind of triptych of events I think that could happen for the Mets.
And Boston, you say they're the front runners along with Cleveland in the American League?
Yeah, I think, the Sale edition is going to be amazing during the regular season, but can you imagine Boston in the post with Porcello, Price, and Sale? I think that's pretty formidable. But when I look at Red Sox, I look at them a little bit like the Cubs. They have been able to put together this great core of young players, much maybe like the Yankees were able to do in the mid-'90s, and I think that's going to rule baseball for a while.
So you got a dark horse, somebody that I know you haven't eyeballed these teams yet in spring training, but
yeah,
anybody that made some moves in the offseason, or you're just hearing a lot of groundswell about a team that could come out of nowhere and go on a run here this year?
Yeah, I think that interestingly enough, it didn't do anything. I'm high on, and I don't know why, other than the kind of confluence of events. Is the Detroit Tigers. I think that they have a lot of older players that are kind of at the tipping point. It's either now or never. Their beloved owner, Mike Ilitch, that they have tried to win a World Series for many years, has passed. And it would be an interesting thing if they were able to pull it together for one kind of run. I think Jordan Zimmerman, can't have the season he had last year. Verlander's back, of course, former Rookie of the Year. Anibal Sanchez has to be better. And Norris and Boyd got a lot of experience last year. I don't know why. There's no science to why I think I like the Tigers this year. And it's not about World Series, because I think you and I both know getting to the postseason is tough enough. World Series is a very hard pick. But I think the Tigers are going to be much better than you think.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.